My wife kept a very big secret from me for a year. So recently my wife 26F confessed something to me 30M which broke my heart big time. A year ago we were living with my nephew because the school which he was going to was near my place. He came in and we stayed for about 3 months, and at that time my wife was pregnant. He was a good boy, well behaved and minding his own business. Surprisingly, my wife did not like his company. She did not like seeing him around. There was an incident which happened. Normally I put some stash of cash at home maybe when I come with the money from my business. I placed it around because I was sure everything was safe. So one day something happened and I lost a certain amount of money. When I asked about it, my wife pinned it on my nephew, which was abnormal because I have never heard anything that he has done like that. My wife convinced me that it was my nephew who took the money. She said he was on campus and he might need some cash to do his own things because he was pretty young. I asked him if he took anything, but he said he did not take anything. According to the trust issues which were there, I had to get my nephew out of the house and take him back home so that we could figure out some way of solving the issue. Finally, I decided to move on and I just gave my nephew the benefit of doubt. I paid the hostel for him to live on his own and my wife was happy. So recently, after a year, my wife finally confessed to me that she took the money and she hid the money and it was not my nephew. She just wanted him out of our house. I was so surprised, but she blamed it on the pregnancy. She said it was just messing around. It wasn't a big deal, so that's why she did whatever she did. It really hit me hard because I stopped trusting my nephew, which was wrong of me. At this point, I don't know who to blame. I don't know whether I should blame myself or blame my wife because she said it was the pregnancy. She said that because she was pregnant she made such a decision out of her mood at the moment. It makes me feel a lot of pain for whatever I did at that time and pushed my nephew out. I thought that the best way to release this pain is to just say it out so that I can have peace before I take any step.
Here are the top comments.
Pregnancy does not make you mistreat family in such a way, literally framing your nephew and making you distrust him rather than have a conversation with you about him. I think a heart-to-heart with your nephew is in order. He deserves a huge apology from you both, but especially your wife. I would have that as a stipulation before you even attempt to reconcile with her.
Women blaming malicious actions on pregnancy is not okay. Your wife is a major asshole and that poor kid did nothing. The fact she sees nothing wrong with it and making excuses is a huge red flag. If she can do that and lie with no remorse, I'd be worried. Good luck being married and raising a kid with that.
None of my pregnancies diminished my existing sense of morality or my character. I felt more compassion for others while pregnant, particularly young people. This sort of thing would break my trust in my partner for good.
It's painful to realize you were misled, especially about family. Your wife should take responsibility for her actions, regardless of the pregnancy. You deserve honesty, so consider having a heartfelt conversation about trust and accountability.